I'm out here in northeast El Paso, Stephanie. As you can tell, the wind, it's just really whipping. I've been out here for probably about 20 minutes at this point. Easily the fastest wind gust we've had. Look at this hook right here. This is where that rotation is. Tornado warning until 5:15 p.m. and there was actually a tornado spotted on the ground. The wind brought down power lines behind that house and also in front of the house. As you can see, these power lines are now all across the street. A lot of hot dogs across El Paso today. And hey, this is Hunter, the Storm Track weather dog. He's going to help me out doing the forecast today. Behind the camera is where these storms are coming from. Actually, particularly, we have one out in the Santa Teresa area, which is moving east towards us here where our studio is located. After analyzing radar, that hail core has really fallen apart. I'm assuming some of these trash cans we see right behind here on the street on this vacant lot are coming all the way from that neighborhood. So that's how strong this wind is. And that cold front's going to plow through here, I'd say around 1 o'clock in the morning. That's when the wind is going to pick up and temperatures are really going to drop. We reached a gust of 73 miles per hour. That's at the airport, not including some of the mountain passes that have seen gusts well over hurricane force. This is some dangerous stuff right here. Just to the northwest of Fort Hancock, if you're traveling along I-10, probably very treacherous drive right now.
And I heard a rumor that we're going to have a very spooky weather forecast.
Yes, those winds will be howling. Get those jackets back out, folks. We're forecasting a big drop in temperatures for tomorrow. It's going to feel more like January than it will November. These brutal winds are impacting all areas of the borderland, from what the east side is seeing to the flight cancellation, even damage due to downed trees. Our team of reporters is covering it all. And let's start first with Saul Signs. If I could actually control the weather, this is probably what I would order up for tonight. But it is quickly moving east. You can see the reds, the oranges here. That's indicative of some heavy rain. You might want to be doing a little bit of the monster mash if you're outside to keep you nice and warm, because it will be in the 50s. This is going to dip in the western half of the U.S. That's going to help drive a cold front near our area. It's looking like a great day to go out and play some golf tomorrow. Winds will be kind of multi-directional throughout the day, but they will be light, so you can still tee it up high and try to bomb those drives off the tee box. Tornado, you're going to be getting in on some of this action by the time we get to 4:30, 4:26 approximately for Fabens. Again, this is some heavy rain in Tornado. We actually saw some minor flooding on the roadways. We're actually under a flood advisory there in that part of the county out until 4:15. But this cell that's moving through might extend that flood advisory, so we'll see about that. And in terms of hail, we could be seeing some small hail with this one, but overall the structure of the storm is weakening as it moves towards the east. So not talking like any damaging hail, but perhaps some pea-sized hail anywhere from San Elizario all the way down to Tornillo. And the timing of this, of course, is going to arrive. The meat of the storm would be in the next 15 to 20 minutes and lasting about 30 minutes. These cells moving pretty fast. So, hey, if you're in the lower valley right now, San Elizario, Fabens, and you look to your west and like, oh boy, there's some dark clouds. We're not getting trick-or-treating in tonight. Well, I got to tell you, this thing is pretty progressive. So in about an hour and a half, this thing should move on through here. I'd say within the next half hour, we'll start to see heavy rain in Fabens, San Elizario. But look how fast this thing is moving. Like I said, I think you're going to be pretty good for trick-or-treating after about 6 o'clock. Those rain chances start to come down just a little bit. I'm here at the corner of Hodges and Kendall here in northeast El Paso. You can see a house behind this truck. Earlier this morning, a man who was sleeping there said his patio roof blew completely off the house, bringing with it much of the shingles on the main roof, strewing all that debris across the houses here. These next two houses to the right, landing on part of the pickup truck, a pickup truck in this house here, just 2 houses over 100 feet from where that patio roof originally was. It smashed the windshield of that pickup truck. It also brought down power lines. The wind brought down power lines behind that house and also in front of the house. As you can see, these power lines are now all across the street. Residents say this all happened around 9 a.m. this morning, and earlier these power lines were sending sparks everywhere. It was quite a dangerous scene. Fortunately, now those power lines have been grounded and crews are beginning to work on the cleanup as we speak.
Well, as we told you, we are under an ABC7 first alert. That's why meteorologist Kyle Hanson is standing by to tell us about a big drop in temperatures making its way into the borderland, Kyle.
Yes, Joey, and that wind is going to make it feel worse. That will be the biggest impact from this storm system that will move through here tomorrow morning and last through much of the day on Wednesday. That's why that wind is in the moderate to high category, and there will be some moisture to work with this. You know, the rain, it's not going to be a huge impact. We're expecting less than 1/10 of an inch of rain. All that's going to do is basically be enough to dirty your car, so you're definitely not going to want to wash your car tomorrow morning, that's for sure. But the moisture and that wind will make it feel chillier than it actually is outside. Temperatures just go back to normal, but while we'll be in the 50s, it's going to feel more like the 40s with that wind and that raw environment with all that moisture in place. Right now, though, it's all quiet. We're just seeing a few clouds now starting to move towards the northeast, so expect partly cloudy skies through the night tonight. That storm system right now is still centered over Arizona. This will slowly make its way to the east, and I think it's going to lose a little bit of moisture. Don't expect too much thunderstorm activity. Like I've been saying, this is going to be about light to moderate showers at times, and they'll be hit or miss. This front associated with that storm system, notice the timestamp here, comes through at 4 a.m. Right behind that front is when we're going to have our best rain chance. That's when we'll see a line of showers develop, come through El Paso. Like I said, this is looking about less than 1/10 of an inch of rain. It will be brief. Notice by 6 o'clock that starts to move off towards the east, and behind that main line of showers, it's just going to be spotty activity. So definitely far from a washout. But not only are you going to be dealing with spotty showers, it's going to be windy and it's going to be much cooler. Notice as we put future track through about 9 o'clock, that's when that activity really starts to diminish. That wind cast, like I said, the main impact of this system is going to be the wind. Gusts up to 40 miles per hour, east El Paso, northeast El Paso, and Las Cruces. The west side, I think the peak gusts are going to be around 30 to 35 miles per hour. Overnight lows not that bad, though. 44 El Paso and 40 in Las Cruces. It's just that we're not going to go too far up from there. Low to mid-50s, Doña Ana County, 52 in Cruces. That 40% chance of showers, mainly the first half of the day, but still some lingering later on towards sunset. Mid-50s across El Paso County will be a bit warmer. Hudspeth and Culberson County, as that is the last place that front will move through. 57 expected in Fort Hancock. Temperatures remain chilly through the next couple of days. That next cold front comes through Friday, and that will also bring another slight chance of showers with it. Notice just about a 10% chance that wind will also pick up with the cold front. So normal high temperature for this time of year is 56. We'll be just below that the next several days. And as we head into the weekend behind that front, even colder in the 40s. Slight chance of showers continues in through about New Year's Day. Joey?